From the banks of the Ohio River, we welcome you to Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you. Evan McPherson getting this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense by executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Second down, Jackson. Going up top. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0-2.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, they snap it to Jackson. And he's going to have the Ravens first down. It's a gain of 12 on fourth down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
To the air one more time with Jackson. Short pass taken in by the tight end. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catchability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Ravens first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass, and they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it.
No, we changed it. On first and 10, Jackson. No one open. He'll drop to his running back. And he'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Jackson now to throw on first down. Forced out wide. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, Alpha, say what? We change it. No.
In motion comes Walker. Jackson now on 2nd down. That's to the middle of the field and caught by Walker. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Makes it 3rd and inches.
Play 10 of this opening drive. And here's 3rd down.
Hey, what that is? That's hot. Hey, middle. That's hot.
Jackson up top again. And on 3rd down, that ball is incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Again, it's Jackson. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Well, Mike, it's pretty clear early in this game the message they want to send is we are going to be aggressive on offense. And that's exactly what they did there, going for it on 4th down early. But it's the defense that comes through and forces the turnover on downs.
He finds some room across the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. That's good for 27 and a first down.
I think this is something that we can expect to see here, especially early, Mike, as this team gets into a rhythm. They want to lean on this run game. They feel like they have a lot of advantages over this defense, and you can see from the first play here why they feel that way.
This one, deep downfield for Chase. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Eleven. Here we go.
First run of the game here for Chase Brown. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. Flush to his right. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
Jackson going to give it up on a pop pass. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's up. All right. 180. It's up.
From the gun, Jackson. Rolling right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
On third down, Jackson gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be stopped short of the first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on fourth down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive.
So some early intrigue as we have reached the end of the first quarter. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Hey, report!
And the shotgun, here's Jackson. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Unfortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, ends up being a wasted down.
Second and 10. Back to throw, Jackson. Pass right side, going to be taken in by Walker. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space.
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Caden Prather. Touchdown, Ravens. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. The PAT up and good. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. He's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On one, ready? Here we go.
A first down throw for Burrow. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. Picked off by Nate Wiggins. And a nice return there. He is taken down up close to the 35-yard line.
I'm a big fan, Mike, of quarterbacks willing to take chances. I don't want my guys sitting there scared to throw the ball downfield. But as always, it does come with a little bit of balance. He tried to get that one all in one throw and just doesn't get quite enough pace on it, and it ends up going the other way.
That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. He was trying to get that to Tez Walker. And that will lead to a second down.
No, we changed it. No. Hey, Ozzy. We changed it.
Here's Jackson. Forced out wide. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Jackson from the gun on third down. This one complete downfield to Walker. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
And the Baltimore first down.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gun. And a strong first down run to pick up of 9. Setting up second and short.
Brings up second and
Now, Jackson. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down. Jackson. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Caden Prather. Touchdown, Baltimore. That's his second touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line.
On one, ready?
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's get set.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Cut.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's got the hookup to Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down all the way up at the 45. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
First down. 1st and 10.
Burrow. This one, deep downfield for Chase. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now.
12. Here we go.
Now, Burrow. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. To throw is Burrow. That's over the middle and intercepted. Taken by Malachi starts. And he's going to be taken down, but there are 1, 2, 3 flags on the field. I don't think this is going to stand. First and 10 now from the 36. To throw is Burrow. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
At the 40-yard line.
11. Stop.
Burrow now. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
Here we go. 11 MT. Stop.
They'll try to get this one on the ground.
Gotta go.
Field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on fourth down. He's got it at about the 8. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That is second TD catch of the season. Evan McPherson down to kick the extra point. He's got it. And the Bengals are on the board. It's now 14-7. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Warren. You. Come on. Hey. Go. Hey.
On first and 10, Jackson. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Jackson looking to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Brings up third and 3.
To throw is Jackson. He's got his man right side. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
No, we changed it. Yo.
Jackson up top again. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
Money up to a whole nother level. I don't know no better. When I got rich, yeah. Bro coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never check.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment.
Wanna quit?
To break the huddle, coming up now for first and 10.
Ready. To what? Ready. Nice one. Middle. Hey, report.
To the air one more time with Jackson. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Again, it's Jackson. That's going to be intercepted. And the Bengals will take over at their own 15.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
On one, ready? 11. Here we go.
On first and 10, Burrow. That's complete to the rookie first-round pick. They're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
That's good. 12. Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Burrow now to throw on 1st down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
1-1, ready? 11 MT. Here we go. Hey, Cam.
Here's Burrow. He's going to let it go deep for Chase, and that is incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative...
This is intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception, and now Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick 6.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it a 2nd interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick 6.
The kick is good. Makes the score Ravens 21, Bengals 7.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
I'm fine, ready?
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now, Burrow. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. It was fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
Here we go. 180.
Burrow. This one deep downfield for Chase. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
And I think at this point here, 2nd quarter of this game, I think now is where we can start seeing each team open up their offense a little bit more. Early on, everyone's kind of feeling each other out, getting a taste of what the game plans are. Here they finally take a shot downfield. Nice job by the defense, but this is going to put a little depth in that coverage and hopefully open up some other things.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
11 mighty. 11. Here's
First down.
Throwing is Burrow. Right back to Chase. He's got it again. And they're going to have a 1st down. And they're in field goal range as well, down inside the 20.
Gotta go score. Let's go.
Another Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Back to throw, Burrow. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
2nd down. Jackson. It's made there, left side by Walker. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
On the run to the right. Thrown on the run, but it's off target. Behind his man, and that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
No, come on! You are out.
Fourth down. Jackson. Open man, left side. He's got it. He's going to have a Ravens first down as they get the conversion with a gain of 14.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
It's what?
In motion comes Walker. A first down throw for Jackson. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
Hey, middle.
In motion comes Walker. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Ravens.
And that's a bit of a gamble, but I really like the aggressive play call. Understanding here before the half, we don't want 3. We're trying to come away with 6, and he forgoes the field goal try. They take a shot in the end zone, and they come away with a touchdown.
So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway.
Ibiza, you won't see me in either. Invited to the function, I don't go, I got amnesia. I'd rather be in Vegas at the Caesars. My winter out in Josie, not in Bali, cause it's cheaper. From Africa, home of the diaspora. More than the trip around the globe. Travel like a dawn.
Here we go. Stop.
On first down, Burrow. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
Here we go. Stop.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. This one down the field, but it wind up incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
11. Stop.
Burrow throwing on fourth down. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down.
when you find yourself down big here in the second half, you have to maximize every possession, and that's exactly what the coach tried to do, going for it on fourth down. Give yourselves a chance to cut into this big lead, but it's the defense that came through again with a huge stop, and that's going to make their chances of coming back that much more difficult.
From the gun, Jackson. Quick hitting slant there. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Jackson. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it was ball to the ground. It's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Jackson on 3rd and 2. That's over the middle and sneaking in. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Back to throw, Jackson. This one caught at the 4. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal.
At the Bengals' 3-yard line.
Jackson up top again. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Max Hill.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back. And you think back earlier, remember, Mike, he threw that pick 6 in a very similar situation. So this time around, much better decision. Doesn't take any chances. Smart move to just throw that one away.
11.
Burrow here on 2nd down. And that'll go for a gain of 7. It's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up
11
3rd
MT,
and
take.
2.
Burrow now. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. A gain of 11 there as the decision to go for it pays off. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33.
Here we go.
To throw is Burrow. Out to his right. There he goes again. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there. And the Bengals going to have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
11 Thomas. Here we go.
Now, Burrow. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
And he's lucky this one didn't go back the other way, Mike. He got away with just a bad decision, bad throw, and defensively, you get a chance to steal a possession for your offense.
Here we go.
You got to capitalize and make those plays.
That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And the Ravens are going to get the football at their own 40. Now the Ravens use their 1st timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
shot. Let's go.
Tight end going in motion here.
Hey, hey. Hey, hey. Hey, Ozzie. Shut up.
To throw is Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
And at this point on the sideline, Mike, it just has to feel like deja vu. I mean, really, the last two drives, same story. Continuing to drive, you have something brewing, and then you just stall out in the exact same fashion. You can't put the ball in harm's way. You're not going to win a lot of football games if you do.
Gun. Stop.
A first down throw for Burrow. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here we go.
Second down, Burrow. Pass caught, Gesicki on the right. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
We got to keep scoring.
They'll come up here, first and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Burrow to throw. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
11. Stop.
Now a second down throw for Burrow. On the move left. He's going to run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
He's going to have it at the 12-yard line. Enough to get the first down and keep it going.
You know, how often do we see, Mike, in these third and short situations, there's so many bodies up near the line of scrimmage, and this back has his head down, hitting it so hard that sometimes he runs into that line, and sometimes he can come out that backside.
Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
First down and goal to go.
Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. They'll run the sneak. Looking to squeeze into a crease somewhere. Did not break the play. They're going to mark them short.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
The task a bit tougher as they face second and goal. They'll try to sneak it here. Looking to squeeze into a crease somewhere. Did not break the play. They're going to mark them short.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself first and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown here.
Let's go. Let's go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's not going to get in. Tackled at the line. It'll bring up 4th and goal. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Field goal not going to help much at this point. They've got to go for it on 4th and goal.
Hey, Dragon, Cougar Knight, 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Panther 60, Panther 60. Panther 11, Panther 11.
He'll look to throw. This one is caught. Fourth and goal, they deliver. Touchdown, Bengals. Pearson now for the PAT. It's up and it's good. And the Bengals are able to cut into the deficit.
Bengals 14. Evan McPherson.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Jackson looking to throw. It's complete on the slant. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. And the Raven first down.
we changed it.
Jackson now to throw on first down. And the throw left sideline caught. They ruled incomplete. Couldn't keep the feet in. And it's second down.
Shut up! Shut up! What up? Shut up! Hey! Report! Report! Hey, report! Report! Shut up!
Now Jackson. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it. And it brings up third down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up fourth down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
Fourth down. Jackson. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to have the Ravens first down. Gain of 13 as they convert by a good 3 yards on that fourth and long.
That's a 46-yard line.
To the air one more time with Jackson. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the fourth quarter, and that's a gift. And that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
Again, it's Jackson. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
In motion comes Walker. On third down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
13.
Now Jackson on fourth down. It's going to be caught. And he
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
19 tight. Nice. Here we go. Strike.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Now they'll set up to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
And that is incomplete.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide, we're just going to air it out first, second, third down. All three incompletions, and now it brings up fourth down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
Ready.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. Picked by Malachi Starks. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is, how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again?
On 1st and 10, Jackson. He's going to take a shot down the field. And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line.
First and goal, Baltimore.
From the gun, Jackson. This one is hauled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes! Touchdown, Baltimore. And another score puts them in great shape here in the fourth quarter. Greg, looks like they are on their way to 3 games and 3 wins.
And they say the only thing better than being 2-0, Mike, is being 3-0. And barring something unforeseen here down the stretch, they're going to get their 3rd straight victory to start this season. Can't ask for a much better start. And this is going to give them a real good opportunity late in the season to find themselves in pretty good position.
At their own 35-yard line.
Get it.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's going to try it here again. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down.
Wiggins on the coverage.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Odafe Oweh in for his 2nd sack of the night. Number 6 on the year.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And he's going to be marked down, bringing it all the way to the 25-yard line. 1st and 10.
First down.
Let's go. Ready.
First and 10.
Now give on the ground, and he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Go.
He'll drop to throw. To the outside, it's looked in by Chase. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. On is McPherson for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Bengals back within a couple of scores. It's 35-21.
Bengals 21.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line.
Check out. Report. Come on. Report.
A first down throw for Jackson. He's going to air this one out. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Simmons. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
Mike, it's very simple in the NFL. You're just not going to win a lot of games when you're losing the turnover battle to this degree. And it's their struggles protecting the football. They've continued to hurt them here today, and that's why they find themselves trailing at this point in the game.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion. They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10.
65 catch. 19 Tiger.
They'll drop to throw. He'll let one go down the middle. And that is incomplete. Mike Gesicki was the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Trying to push the ball down the field. It's an interception. Picked up by Nate Riggins. Nice job there on that return. Gives the breathing room up past the 30-yard line.
It's not.
On the shotgun, here's Jackson. He's going to dial up another deep ball. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That was intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Given the situation they currently find themselves in, they had no choice at this point, Mike, than to push the ball downfield. The defense knew it was coming. They were playing a soft shell defense. They were able to get their hands on the ball and put an end to this drive.
They'll look to throw. And now he's got a man opening deep downfield. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. 2 timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's 1st and 10. This one, deep downfield for Chase. And this will be incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield. And this stage of the game, Mike, you have to find that balance defensively between playing prevent and making sure that ball does not get thrown over my head. But how often do we see defenses just give so much space, so much green grass, that the offense finds a way to move down the field quickly regardless? So just continue to mix up coverages.
He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
Mike, this This isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
He's going to let it go deep for Chase, and that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down. Jackson. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Ravens now going to use their final timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this fourth quarter. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
There's certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws, and that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make is a big reason why he's kind of in a class all of his own.
Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work to separate the man from the football, and it'll bring up third down.
Hey, come on.
Jackson up top again. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. Going to be fourth down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Now, Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
Come on, come on.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Again, working deep downfield. And he's going to be marched down, bringing it all the way to the 25-yard line. And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up second down.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time.
And that final throw here is intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And the Ravens are going to come up with a late turnover, but it will only matter to the stat keepers. This ball game is over. So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. They continue their winning ways in the month of September. They're off to a 3-0 start. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. Good night from Cincinnati.
In my circle, you can't fit. Don't too many be on some anti. I told her pull up. She asked me, do I? Right now I'm fresh as hell. Somebody take a flick.